Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another exciting adventure here. I am Bridger, and today we're going to be taking a look at this new game, Anno 1800. Now, maybe many of you have played an Anno game in the past. They've been very popular, but they're also very niche, and not a lot of crossover between the people that like these kinds of games and people that like other kinds of games. So today we're going to be hopping in and just sort of learning the game. I played through a bunch of the beta. It's very similar to Anno 1404 with the updated theme and some significant improvements to quality of life features, things like that. I like this guy. He just looks so sad, does he not? Does he not just look so sad? I think I want to go with him. You know, we got old Ahab over here looking guy. That's not bad either. We're gonna go with Sad Man. We'll see how things go with him. Let's see. We've got to pick a nice logo for our system here. Tree, no. I think the lighthouse is a good start. And I think we've got the right name here. Oh, it doesn't let me do the ampersand? Really? Close enough. Alright, so here's the real question. Do we want to play a difficult mission? No, because I haven't played the game beyond the 3rd tier. I don't really know what's going on, and I'm not going to be able to go very fast, because I'd like to talk to you about the game while we're playing here. We might do a more difficult game in the future. But for now, this is where we are. Alright. That name will not do.
I'm the observer, my friend. When there is more than meets the eye.
Yeah, he's our little tutorial guy. Okay, so we've got this beautiful island unfolding here in front of us. I want to make sure that my settings are optimal if they stayed the way they were before. Yeah, I think this is good. We have to turn off anti-aliasing. The game has some issues even at high-end systems. But you know what? It's important. Before we build a nice, beautiful city on this island, it's important to appreciate the island's natural beauty that we're about to destroy.
Every settlement needs a market. The people want a place for supplies.
The people aren't here yet. I'm appreciating nature. Come on. There's actually a way to walk around in your settlement too. I'll have to go and relook at that. We've got mountains. We've got untouched natural lands. Nice sandy beaches. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to the correct point of view here, and let's start. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, we've got our warehouse here with our starting resources, and we're starting with a ton of money. We're just gonna, oh, we don't want, no, we don't want a main road. We're gonna start with a dirt road, because the main roads can get pretty expensive. We're gonna go right about to here. And we do need a marketplace, it's true. So, that doesn't seem like that bad of a starting spot. And then we're definitely gonna need some houses, that's not wrong, but, I just want to set up sort of the bones of what we're going to expand into here. We can actually go a little further on the marketplace. The key with the marketplace is that every citizen wants to be close to at least one marketplace, is what it comes down to. So if we can ensure that we have marketplaces properly spaced, then we should be good on that front. All right, the second one will be over here. And now I'm going to try to continue this in this general direction. These buffalo are going to be very unhappy soon. We're just going to put nice roads around the entire marketplace. I know, it's not space efficient. Some people play this game in a way that just seems so annoying to me and not very fun. Like trying to gouge out every teeny tiny bit Oh, we've got a nice little river running through this place. It's beautiful. And a whole bunch of oil springs, which probably aren't going to make it too nice, but alright. It is what it is. Again, I'm just kind of planning my city out. I know I'm not going fast. If I was playing competitively, I'd need to start getting my my citizens down and all that stuff, but I'd like to have a sort of framework so that as I'm building more things, I'll be able to really know where I'm going with this. Now this is interesting. I think we're going to run into a bit of a problem. I'm not sure we can put expansion over here for more citizens, but maybe. It won't be that efficient, but it should work. And then maybe we'll expand the town this way as needed. Alright, so we've got the basic footprint of our town in place. Now we've got to figure out where we're going to put all of our industry. Well, this looks like a nice little corner with some woods. So this here, I'm going to sort of take advantage of and put in... I know we need resistance. Okay, fine, here. I like doing 8. 8 seems like a good number. Oops, I forgot to actually switch away from blueprint mode. That's one of the new things in the game here. There we go. We've built some farmer residences. Yay! Huzzah! Okay.
You reached a new milestone.
I think we're going to put this right about here. Should be good. And now we can build some... Oh, the age of agriculture is upon us. Fantastic. I'm going to turn the music down just a little bit. I don't want to be too distracting here.
Game saved.
So we absolutely need some timber production. Everything we're going to build in the early game is going to require timber, and we don't have any current production. So,
you restore a grain of my trust in humanity, eldest.
Why, thank you. Yeah, we should be able to fit one. You know, ideally we put one all the way back here. Because again, we're trying to fit as much as we can into this. So yeah, we put one here, and then we use roads to connect them to the main road.
Our settlement is rather small. You will have to attract more farmers if you want to make progress.
Yeah, let's put that road here. And then, I think... Yeah, we should be able to fit that right here, actually, and still have this at 100%. Let's find out. It's at 95. So one of the things here with these lumberjack huts is that if you don't have enough space around them for the actual trees, they never get to 100%. But it looks like even if you put a sawmill directly next to it, and let's do it the right way so that they're properly knocked together. Looks like even if you put a lumber mill directly next to it, you're still in good shape. This doesn't have to be directly next to it, but it's close enough. So yeah, still at 100%.
Something's missing.
Missing goods. Oh yeah, the sawmill obviously needs to get some lumber. It'll get it from here. So now we've got 2 lumber mills set up. And I think we could do with a third. Early game, it is pretty trying to not have at least 3 lumber mills. There we go. And as long... Oops. No, we don't want that. As long as this guy gets up to 100%, then we are really good on our lumber slash...
What brings you here, master?
Timber production. And these should get the lumber directly from here into here, and then they'll bring the actual timber right over here into the small warehouse.
We need more farm hands.
Ah, that's a problem. So that is going to be solved by building more of these. Ah, but you see we've already run out of timber there?
Eldest, you outdo yourself.
So all of the buildings that you build need workers. And so that, you can see this one requires 10, this one requires 5. So we have an excess of 15 workers here because we've got 45 workers worth of jobs.
Every rose has its thorns.
Now, the other thing that we're missing here is food income. These guys have some fish, but it's going to run dry really fast. So let's get a nice fishing spot here. Unfortunately, we don't have yet. Sure. It'll make it look a little nice there. We don't have the timber yet to finish the fishery. But it'll arrive soon. These things are working now at 100% efficiency, it looks like. Yeah.
The farmers
buffalo are going to
hungry.
run out of places
You'll
to
have
be
to
real
supply them with
quick.
the necessary, starting with fish.
Well, of course we do. I'm working on it. There we go.
I always appreciate your help, however overdue.
So you can see we've got this guy, fishery pier.
You
He's going
reach
out in his
a
boat.
new
It's
milestone.
a freaking gorgeous game, right? So once you've reached a certain number of workers, you'll unlock new things that you can build. And farmers are the first tier. And the next tier, you get workers. And the tier after that, you get artisans, and then engineers, and then investors. And each one requires different things, and balancing them all is sort of the heart of the game. Trying to figure out how to do that is the heart of the game. Now we also have our other boat here. And this allows us to go off and explore other islands. I'm just going to kind of go out in a big circle until we've covered the whole island. So, if we take a quick look, upgrade all of these houses if we've got the wood for it, we can see that farmers have 3 things that they need in order to be fulfilled. They need close to the market.
Run things around here.
Barrel
in me
Amara.
own little way, like.
We found her island, so we'll have to compare ourselves to them. Oh no, she's already on brick. I've got to go fast. So you can see that they have need of being close to the marketplace, and because I'm fulfilling that need, we have 5 farmers that can get added to this residence. Now 10 is the max, but the first 5 come from just by being near the market. And then you can see here that an extra 3 farmers come from if the food need is fed, if they're fed, if they have fish, then that food need will go from +2 to +3 like it just did. The number on the right is the maximum you can get if the need is
I'm
fully
always busy,
satisfied.
Duck. A field don't
And
tend
the number on the
itself.
left is the current. So basically this need is slowly going up because the supply of fish is constant. If we ever stop having fish available, then that percentage starts to drop and we'll lose farmers. They'll actually leave, and we'll also lose the income that they provide. Right now, each farmer in this house is producing an extra coin
Unless you are Princess
because we
My
are
father and
providing the
mother
fish
sent me
needed.
as an
But we could get an
ambassador.
extra 4 coins per farmer if we also got them work clothes. So that's what we're going to do right now. Let's get some work clothes for these guys. One of the things you want to try...
The people here need
Oh,
someone.
they need a pub. They really want a pub. And you know
We're the
why?
poor relations.
Because happiness affects quite a few things. Specifically, if they're unhappy, they might go on strike and cause some other major problems. Now, the main reason they're unhappy is they're missing their luxury resources. They need a pub. So let's give them a pub. We've got the resources to do it. And we can do it right here.
Once
And
again,
this basically provides the need to
I am
everyone.
indebted to
You
you.
can see right there, it just pops up now. We've got a lot more happiness, and happier people provide even more money to us. Now, we're still in the negative right now because the farmers themselves are not paying enough to make up for the maintenance. If I had more farmers, then I could make up for that. And honestly, even just the one fishing pier that I have is going to be able to support a lot more farmers than we currently have. But let's get them some clothes. That'll give us more farmers total and more coins per farmer. So that'll be a pretty big improvement. To that end, we are going to need another warehouse. So I think we're going to put it right about here. And we've got to connect it to the main harbor. If you don't have anything connected to the harbor, basically it can't do anything. So we're going to plant some sheep. We're going to put some sheep farms out here. Let's see. I think we can put it right about here. And another one right about there. And then we actually have to build the farms themselves. It looks like they need 3.
The land can only be farmed if there are enough fields. We must plant them.
Oops. We do need... There we go. Yeah, we can move this up just a little bit. Now we can fit all we need here. We can do the same thing over here, basically. Oh, no, we can't. So maybe what we do is we pick this up, put it over here, and now we can make... You know, making pretty things is basically the goal of this game. So we've got all these sheep farms, and in order to determine exactly how many sheep farms you need to compare to how many framework knitters you need, or, you know, potato farms to schnapps, what you can do is compare the numbers. So every 30 seconds you get a ton of potatoes from a potato farm, and every 30 seconds the schnapps converts 1 ton of potatoes into schnapps. So that is how you can tell these are 1-to-1 distributions. So we can put this house here, and I'm sorry, not a house, but these are framework knitters, and we know that this one will supply this one, and this one will supply this one. Will be good to go. Now 2 is probably more than we need. I'm providing enough to allow us to grow later. Now, we also know we're going to need some schnapps, so what we need is some potato farms here. And why don't we set that up right there, and then we're going to put the schnapps place here, and put a little road out to that. And now...
Know what Annie does with royalists? We dunk you full of fish.
Oh.
How about a favour for a favour?
She's offering me a collection quest. We're going to ignore
You
that
bit
for
off
now.
more than you could chew.
Oh, wow. She's not happy about that. Ah, we found the pirate island. She'll
The
come out and
land
raid
can
your
only be
stuff if you're not
farmed if
careful.
there are enough fields.
New orders?
We must plant them.
I know we need fields, but there's things in my way, and I'm trying to give orders, and you're being, you know, nosy and stuff. Okay, let's head back and finish putting those fields into place as she's asking. Thank you very much. Oh, we need a lot more workers. Did you see that? That's going to be a problem, but do we have the... Yes, we have the technology. I like having myself not perfect. I like having some of these things offset a little bit. I think it makes it look more like a sort of real town, not like a perfectly planned town. That always kind of bugged me about these games, how everything looks perfect and pristine and nothing can ever go wrong. Okay, so we've got as many new workers as we can get, but we do need those potato farms. And because we want it to look nice, let's do this. Oh, wrong one. I need the potato farm. Oh, you know what? I can't put the schnapps place there. It's going to block my potato farm from actually, you know, being a farm. So instead... we need 72 total on the potato farm. Now, once you've made a nice thing the way you look, I've got 72 at the limit, but if you hold shift, you can construct a few extra just to fill in gaps and make things look nicer. So that's a nice little working area here. Now we're still way behind on our farmer workforce, so let's build more of these. Remember, these towns are slowly... 10 is the absolute maximum. We know we can get 5 from this. We can get an extra 3 from this, so that's at 8. And then we get an extra 2 from here because the work clothes are being produced now, albeit at a slow pace. So all those houses are slowly filling up. You can see this one's got 4. One of the earliest ones we did still only has 4. Jeez, these guys are taking their time. Partly because oh no, these are the new ones we just built. These are the older ones over here. So what we also need is to give them some happiness. We gave them the pub already, and the pub, unfortunately, doesn't quite reach out to these guys over here, does it? No, it's a little far away, and so they don't get the full bonus happiness from it. So we're going to put another pub up here. But we gotta wait until we have enough. It automatically creates a blueprint if you don't have enough actual
You have prepared
timber.
everything. Now is the time to advance by settling.
Yes, yes, yes. I will describe that. Thank you very much. So we're getting schnapps. They're slowly being manufactured here. The potatoes are being produced. The schnapps distillery is getting up to 100% production. The thing I'm a little concerned about is this small warehouse may run out of room. We might need to upgrade it, because right now there's only 2 loading ramps, and we've got at least 2 places producing work clothes and 2 places producing schnapps. So there's a lot being loaded here. Now, again, the sheep should go directly to the framework knitters, and the potatoes should go directly to the schnapps distillery, but we still want to get those upgrades if we can. So now if we take a look at this, and we can see that he'd get me more coins and more happiness overall if we built this sucker, and now it's going to 100%.
You reached a new
And not
milestone.
only that, we've upgraded. Hello, Javiso Gaming. Welcome. Hello, Bidden War. The Age of Industrialization. Welcome to the Age of Industrialization.
We all like a nap in the orchard.
We do all like a nap in the orchard. So what we've done here is we've upgraded our
Eldest,
poor farmers.
you outdo yourself.
You're welcome. We've upgraded our poor farmers into workers. Now, workers need all the same things that farmers need, and then some. Now, you can see workers also want
Game
sausages, they want bread, they want soap. Who wants to be clean? They don't want to be dirty like the farmers? That's foolish. Foolish, I say. All right. And you can choose which of these houses to upgrade.
The Imperial
Right now, I
Court
can't
will
upgrade
hear
anymore
of your
'cause I'm out of
impressive
timber.
Kingdom.
Ah, we found another person out there that likes us for who we are. Dang it. Now, I think I put this in the wrong direction. Let's flip this around. There we go. If you click and drag and then use the middle mouse, you can rotate things. Now, here we go. We've got a little quest here.
I shouldn't ask. We've all we've ever wished for.
Of all we ever wished for. All right, so they want me to find the animals that are roaming around.
I know you're busy, but I've a favour to ask.
So we got to look into our town. Ah, wild animal.
We'll gather and toast your elf.
They gave me a mate. I'm looking for a mate. Not two mate, a mate. So you get little quests like that now and then. Your town really does come to life over time. And you'll notice that even though these farmers, for example, are just as content as the workers that we've upgraded to, they're getting 1 coin from fish, 4 from clothes, 2 from pubs, so that's 7, and another 4 from here, so that's 11, right? Did I count that right? 1 and 4 is 5, and then 2 and 4. So yeah, they've got 11, but if we go and check out the workers, they've got 7 coins from schnapps, and they've got 3 from the pub. That's 10 already, another 7, and another 3. So that's 20 compared to the 11 that the same house got us with the same needs. So upgrading gives you considerable amount of monetary increases. So let's upgrade 1 more. I'm going to save some of this timber because what I'd like to do is get some more timber going. I'm a little concerned, but this place does not seem to be filling up with too many loads of carts and everything. You can see they've got limited resources. So what I'm going to do is get some more timber going. And I've got to find a spot with 100% as best I can. Let's do it like... Can we make it look nice and do it to here?
We're taking every...
Yeah, I can go there. And then We'll take this. It's at 99% if I put it there. And I can't... Yeah, I can put it in here. There we go. So this guy, you can see, the lumberjack has to plant all the trees if there aren't any trees. That's one of the reasons I started in this corner, because there were already a lot of trees to begin with, so they got started sooner. But this guy's actually waiting for some 2 minutes or so, 3 minutes, to plant all the new trees that he's going to cut down. So we've got more wood coming, and again, we want to ensure that our income is high enough. So we'll continue to upgrade those farmers, but now we've got new things to worry about. Okay, what if I told you stuff burns in this game? That's a problem. Hey, Strizel, it's pretty late over there where you are, isn't it? I know everybody wants to do more Hoy. I got involved in the new Hearts of Iron for a little while, but to be honest, it fell a little flat for me, and I'm not entirely sure why, but I might get back into it. I was thinking about doing a stream for with the United Kingdom because of the new naval mechanics, but there were just a few things that bugged me, and I thought I'd give it a patch or two and see. Like the little hotfix patches they come out with afterwards. Not waiting for another giant patch, but we'll maybe come back to that. Anyway, Strizel's just finished his own session of Anno 1800. So anyway, yeah, things can burn, and that's bad. Oh, we've got specialty ornaments. We can build a chess table. I'm not going to build that, though. The ornaments that you can build are really just to make your island look prettier. They do have a mechanical impact. I'm just going to put a nice little well here. Because if we check this out, the attractiveness of your city has some mechanical impacts. I'm actually not sure too much, other than like the other AI players will like you a little bit more, I think. Strizel, do you know the exact effect of having an attractive city? Now it's starting out that we have all this nature, but as you start, you know, building industry on here, it gets to be a little polluted, and so you need to replace that nature that goes away as you build a city with culture and beautiful things, which are much more prevalent the higher up the track you go. So these low-level ornaments are not great. They don't give a huge boost. Anyway, we're now going to go over and start looking into making bricks. Bricks, very important to everything, including, by the way, upgrading this. We need the bricks to make this a little better. So what I'm going to do is build ourselves a little warehouse right about here. And we can get a clay pit. Now, a clay pit, I believe, is good for 2 brick factories. And actually, could we do it? Yeah. Let's just... There. Now we can... Now that's an iron deposit. We'll get to that later, but right now we've got our clay pit.
My curiosities come from far and wide.
We've found a new
But I'm
AI.
more discerning.
So we know...
lack the requisite material.
I know you do. Calm down. We know that 1 clay pit can support 2 brick factories because this one produces a ton of clay every 30 seconds, and these ones only produce a ton of bricks every minute. So that tells us we've got a 1-to-2 ratio here. And we've got to find other clay pits on this island because 1 clay pit is just not enough. Here's a decent one. Okay, so we'll put a warehouse basically like right here. Because it looks like we're going to need to collect a lot of industry stuff over here. So we got our clay pit. We got our brick area. Can't put it there, can we? Oh, we could. It's just in blueprint mode. Okay, good.
I checked the manifests. Not all our facilities are able to deliver the goods they produce.
Hey.
Please correct
hey.
the situation.
You calm down over there, okay?
You restore a grain of my trust in humanity, Eldest.
Alright. Oh,
We've
got
only a
insufficient
skeletal work
workers.
gang.
They need actual workforces. Yeah, we've run out of workers. So we're gonna absolutely need to get that started. But in order to upgrade to workers, we need more farmers to replace them. Because remember, our farmers are actually being used in some of these lower level jobs. Ah, the 10th Doctor is the best Doctor. Well, he's the best Doctor according to me. Well, no, he's pretty much the best Doctor. All right, there we go. All right, so we haven't fully fixed our workforce problem here, and that's why these are going to be working at a lower efficiency until we can fix that problem. Which usually just requires a little bit of waiting. Again, we're waiting on these damn wood planks. And what we can do is go take a look at what our boat is up to right now.
Aye.
So you can see the wind direction actually has a pretty significant impact over how fast your ship goes. It goes much faster in this direction than it does going in the other directions. But I think we found most of the islands. There might be one more hiding in here. We also know that we can see our opponents. Yeah, they've got a decent looking kind of,
Right.
So they got their own little thing going on here, and they got some potatoes, and wow, they're already getting iron. Okay, anyway, back to the job at hand. We need to catch up here.
You reached a new milestone.
Oh, a port town. Huzzah. Thank you. Thank you. I've always wanted to reach Port Town. And that's really just the number of people that you have on your island. That's all that matters as far as they're concerned. Now, new buildings have been unlocked, but we can't really take advantage of them until we fix this population problem. Hey, what are these guys doing? Got this drill from my late uncle just laying around. Can you take it?
Spare a thought for us. It's flowing over.
So we've got to find
With a lark
a
this morning, he
drill
was.
just laying around somewhere. This is dangerous because you guys in the chat are going to be like, it's right there. What are you blind? Yes.
Nouveaux arrivés like wise on Wibbly, eh? Stick
Wives
by
on
me and
Whitby.
you'll come good.
Usually it's pretty near to them.
Don't even mind the neighbors.
Oh,
A
there it was.
little
I was hovering
love
over it.
is
I didn't see
all
it.
we ever wanted.
Anyway, so we got this thing now. And
I
what...
have discovered some inefficiencies we ought to
Yeah,
address.
I know. Okay. So, one of the things that you can pick up is these items that can be equipped on things. So, the mate is a common item, apparently, that you can equip on ships, and they repair themselves. That's good. But we've also got this drill that can be equipped in a special building called the Trade Union, and it increases the productivity of clay pits, sand mines, limestone quarries, and oil wells. Well, that actually seems like we're going to have a bunch of those things near each other over here. We've got the clay pit already. Oh, we still have this workforce problem. Let's deal with that first. And you can see that sort of shaded area showing us, hey, this is the work area for your lumber mill here. So don't build into that because you'll lower the efficiency of the lumber mill. And this one's only at 96%, so that's not great. I think it's because of where this road is. I bet you if we built the road around it, we could probably... I know it doesn't look pretty, but you know what? Sometimes... There you go, we got a bit more efficiency there. The other part of the problem is... Hey, you know what we can do? We can fix both of these problems by moving this somewhere that's not bothering anybody. So we can make this look nice. And I bet... Yeah, 99%'s much better. Now you can see this area is like, hey, we are constantly running out of the ability to do anything, so that's a problem. We need a lot of bricks to upgrade those, man. And in order to get bricks at a more efficient rate, we need to upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Uh-oh. Oh, our chance of fire is going up. Areas with high building density are more likely to suffer fire. Fire stations reduce the chances of fire. And they also put the fires out. Pretty important.
Workforce shortage.
There's still this workforce shortage that's causing me all kinds of problems. But we do have 4 lumber mills going now at 100%. Alright, there we go. We're no longer short workers. We now have exactly the number we need. So these brick factories should be doing much better. We're getting 4 bricks a minute, which still is not quite enough. Can we find another... Yeah, there's a nice expandable place to build yet another of our work areas in. We can use this area as an area where we might work. So to that end, we could look about building... a warehouse right about now. Let's go back over and get some more brick stuff happening, because again, building components seem to be the most important and valuable of the things that we can do.
I feel it reflects the times.
There we go. Ah, this is a pretty cool new feature here. Oh, hang on. Strizel was answering my question from like 1,000 years ago. There's a victory condition. Oh, yes, attractiveness is about tourists. And they generate income too. Different goods actually have to be ferried between buildings via cart. Yes, but it's not really the case, because they can carry like 5 at a time. So as long as they're not so far away that it takes so long to get 5 from one place to another too slowly, it's not really a problem.
Happy as a pig in muck.
Alright, so obviously our timber production is just too slow. We need more. So I'm going to try and find a good spot for some. We just built this nice area over here. Maybe I'll take advantage of that. We don't have any iron or anything that has to be on here, so this is a decent spot. I believe. Just to make it look nicer. And we'll see what the efficiency gets to here. I think it should be at 100. Usually you can fit the sawmill inside of the area and still get to 100%, but it looks... Come on, it's crawling up there. Alright, that's high enough. As long as you get to 98, I'm happy enough on that. So we've got a little bit more in that. And now we can finally consider upgrading this warehouse that is currently almost at capacity. So now it has 3 stations for unloading and loading. So we should be able to add even more things in this general vicinity now, which is good. This one doesn't seem to have a big problem. There is some waiting here. That might need to be upgraded too. But anyway, let's finish fixing our problem of not enough workers. Oh, we got a little rain here. We're also going to need... to plan out some new areas. Because we got to replace the workers that are currently being upgraded. You will be upgraded. So we've got a decent starting island here. Now, once we get a few more workers going, we can start looking at building some of these other things. So let's get a nice sausage chain going. And for this, we will need pikes, as one might expect.
We had to go to press.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we've got the newspaper thing happening. Here we go, newspaper archives.
Really, entirely marvelous to meet you. And that we may show truth, or anything, actually, in our broadsheet.
So, these newspapers, every, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, it'll pop up with some things relevant to what's been going on in your
got potential,
island.
And Beryl knows how to wring it out.
Yeah, you know what? It just, megaphone affects. I'm not busy.
Job half
with
done. We'll come back to.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Workforce shortage.
What we didn't get to see is that with those newspapers, you can actually spend influence to change the newspaper and maybe lie about what's actually going on. Use some propaganda, which is an interesting concept, but your people get more aware of it over time, shall we say. So they will not ignore what you're doing forever. There we go. I've fit a decent little thing here. He's got a nice little pig farm on the shoreline. Come on, that's beautiful. That's nice. And man, we just need more timber. We just need to grow. This is kind of ridiculous at the moment here. Our nice little town is growing organically. We've got some planning, but again, I don't like towns that look too pre-planned. I don't think they don't look natural enough for me. I like when things are slightly off step this way or that way, and that'll probably infuriate some people that like things to be perfect, but it doesn't look natural if everything is perfect, in my opinion. Yeah, we're gonna hope the pigs can swim. So we've got enough workers. We're desperately in need of workers. We've got enough farmers. And now I'm at the point where I need to start worrying about our supplies of fish, which appear to be stable. We're still producing more work clothes than we need. We're producing more schnapps than we need. And we've just started producing our sausage. Oh, what do we got here?
I'm happy as a sandboy. Will you build us another castle?
Ah, somebody went out and got drunk?
Far be it from us to make the foreman work.
Worker's colleague seems to be causing his union a lot of trouble by revolting on the wrong date. He would like you to find him and disperse of his one-man protest discreetly. So, somewhere, while we wait for these things to upgrade properly, we've got to... Ah!
With a lark this morning, I was.
There he is. Gotcha.
Cure! A promise kept.
You're welcome. So she wants us to build this trade union thing we were talking about building earlier. The trade union, we can put that right there. Once we get enough resources, what are we missing? Wow, it needs a lot of wood. We're going to hold off on that for now. Because what it's going to do is boost the production of our clay pit that's over here, along with all the other things that are in range. Alright, we've almost finished fixing our workers problem. There we go. Now we still need to grow. Alright, we gotta pre-build some workers here. Now, let's check what's going on with these guys.
I need something to blunt my rage.
This guy's finally getting enough sausage for him to be happy, but he needs that bread. What about happiness here? He also needs a church. These people need a lovely church. Now, we could blow down some houses in order to build it, but...
Game saved.
Oof, and it costs an arm and a leg. Look at that, 25 bricks is enough for sure. Now, where is my boat? It's just sleeping. We've got to find a place to trade with. Usually there's somebody to trade with on one of these islands besides the AI opponents. I don't know. I guess I didn't find
Ordnance plotted.
That's the pirates. Oh, that's a nice little island up here, huh? It's beautiful. It's got this nice big rock. Can't say no to a rock.
Desmond!
Alright, find that other island is your quest. Alright. Look at this!
I see nostalgic valleys.
Grass around this little pub. What a nice little area. I'm never creative enough to come up with these things. Hikes. The AI's place looks nice. Alright, come back here. Again, we remember that upgraded farmers give us much more money. Alright, so now we can build the next piece of the chain. We need some bread. Now the bread works at 2 for 1 for 2. So we need 2 grain farms, 1 grain farm, 2 flour mills, 1 bakery. This one should have enough capacity to deal with that. And we should be able to build out into this sector over here. So we'll put the bread... Yep, right there should work. And then we'll come this way. And we know that we only need 1 of these mills. And then we need a couple of grain farms. Now this side's not going to work. We can fill this side with beautiful looking grain farm though. We can't go out to here, but bingo. Look at that. Amber waves of grain. Beautiful. So theoretically, we're going to get these build here, go into
We need
here,
something
then we got
first.
2 more.
Stand to attention for the boss.
You're damn right, stand to attention for me. I am the boss after all. Now, we were talking about giving them a church. Oh, the problem here is that without a church, they're -7 happiness. So it's actually a 14-point swing if we get them a church. Oh, we can't build it right there, though. Look. It would absolutely kill this here. So I think what we need to do is knock some houses down so we can fit a church in. A couple more houses. There we go. They'll understand, right? They'll understand. Alright, so we got this great church. And we're going to need some replacements for those guys, actually. That we just knocked down their houses. So that'll replace at least some of them. We're going to need a church on this quadrant as well. We built one way over here, but if we come over here, we're
Scooped
guessing...
us out of the gutter,
these
you
guys are still
did.
happy. They're still close enough for the church. Okay, so we won't need another church until we're like way over here when we're expanding. Now, we've got one fire station right here in the middle, which is a good place for it to be. I think we might need another fire station out near this vicinity.
Game saved.
Maybe right here. And we probably need one over here as well, unfortunately. Oh, we never connected that. Alright, fire station would work pretty well here. Actually, let's put it sideways so we get a little more room over here for when we want to build up our housing. Alright, so these chains appear to be working properly. The flour mill's almost at 100% now. There's enough grain from these grain farms. Now, why is this only at 97%? He's got 144 farms. That's interesting. He's got enough workers. Uh-oh. Oh, they're training the firefighters. That's where we hear the digging, I think. Yeah, we can close these. We got it. We're good. We've got all the workers we need. However, I know we're going to need more fish. Yeah, we're just going to need it. Free coast needed. It is free. There we go. Because I'm guessing if we hit T... Yeah, our fish is starting to drop. We don't have enough fish, but that second one should provide enough. Now, they're still upset because they don't have enough bread. 99, 99. There we go. The grain farms are up to 99%. The flour mill's going at full speed. And the bakeries are ramping up slowly here because they're getting enough flour now. So we're going to get a lot more bread getting delivered here. So let's take a quick look and make sure this is not experiencing a major, backup. This one is no longer having a problem after we gave it 3. This one's okay. So we don't have to upgrade any of these. All we need to do is finish all these trees. But we're going to leave that one for next time, which will probably be tomorrow night. We'll be streaming again, probably starting around 6:30. So if you'd like to pop in, we can do that. And we'll go and see what comes after this current age. So thanks, guys, for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. That would be Wednesday the 17th for the continuation of Londinium and Haven. And if you're not sure what Haven is going to be, it's going to be interesting. Have a good one, everybody.